location. So shout out to the crisis team who worked diligently to put all of this together and have everything in place by the 1st. So with that said, we are going to follow the program, and our first official speaker will be our Executive Director of Piedmont Community Services with the welcome, Greg Preston.
Hey, good afternoon. Can I ask everybody to join in just a little bit, if you don't mind? Again, good afternoon. On behalf of Piedmont Community Services Board, on behalf of our Board of Directors, Mr. Gil Carter, our Chairman, we want again, as DeShanta said, welcome you to our new crisis center called the Lighthouse. You know, for the past 50 plus years, Piedmont has strived to uphold our agency motto. Our agency motto is promoting compassionate solutions. Today, guys, is a good example of promoting compassionate solutions by opening up this new facility and serving our communities. This facility, again, is designed to provide 24-hour emergency and crisis services for our catchment area, as well as provide a community-based, less restrictive form of care, which is closer to home. Although I am very, very, very excited today about this grand opening, I am also eager to continue to work with our local government partners to continue to develop phase 2 of this effort, which will include a crisis stabilization unit for adults. So again, on behalf of Piedmont Community Services, our Board of Directors, all of our community partners, welcome to the Lighthouse.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome, Greg. Next, we will have our Statement of Purpose by Kelly Cobell, and she is the Director of Director of Clinical Services, Crisis falls within Clinical Services.
Hello everyone, thank you again for being here today. I'm so excited that we have so many community partners here to celebrate with us today. I want to say a big thank you to our crisis team, who has really been doing this work since before we got into this building. A big thank you, and I hope she'll wave to you guys, to Annie Webster, who is our crisis supervisor. Without her leadership, without her hard work ethic, we would not be where we are now. Also want to recognize one other individual, and I saw him walking around earlier, Chris Gibbs. And Chris stands over there and he's waving his hand. You will see 2 beautiful murals painted in here, and Chris is one of Piedmont's own, and he painted those for us, and he has worked a lot of extra hours in the last 2 weeks to do that. I wanted to talk to you a minute about the statement of purpose for this building. Governor Youngkin came out with his behavioral health plan that is Right Help Right Now, and what that means is for individuals in crisis, in a behavioral health crisis, that they can get the help that they need now. And what that has meant for years for us has unfortunately been a lot of inpatient psychiatric hospitalizations, and that has put a lot of strain on our law enforcement partners. It has put a lot of strain on our hospital system, a lot of strain on our state hospital system. And what we have come to learn is we can safely manage folks without always sending them to inpatient hospitalization. And that's really what we hope to do here, provide a trauma-informed place for them to get the help that they need without having to go inpatient hospitalization. Takes burden off emergency rooms, burden off our state hospital system, and burden off of our law enforcement partners. We're so excited about this, and thank you all for being here today.
Thank you so much, Kelly. So next up, we have an introduction to the services that are provided at the Crisis Center, and they will be given by Erin Motley, who is the Assistant Director of Crisis Services.
Hi all. So our slogan here at the center is, in the midst of crisis, there's still light. And so our hope and our goal is to be that beacon of hope to our community and to serve our community and help them to stabilize their crisis here at home, so that we're not having to send them out to get services, to link them to the supports that are here, where they're going to be living, and to make sure that they're taken care of here at home instead of having to be sent away up to hours to get what they need. So here we do CTAC, which is Crisis Intervention Services, with individuals under ECOs, Emergency Custody Orders. Those individuals are brought by law enforcement. We also work with voluntary cases who are in a mental health crisis. So if they're psychotic, if they're experiencing suicidal ideations, homicidal ideations, or they're just in a very desperate spot, mentally needing help. We also offer what is called a 23-hour service. And so individuals ages 10 and up can come to our center, and we're going to provide them the services they need here to keep them here at home. And so those individuals are voluntary. They're choosing to stay with us, but we are offering them an assessment, a mental health assessment, a nurse's assessment, a psychological evaluation, med management if needed, and then we're also providing coordination of care with other providers in the area and linking them to long-term services that we offer, and also other people in the community who offer long-term services. So that is a lot of what we're doing. We look to grow and expand and hopefully eventually have a CSU, which is exciting. But that's a little ways down the road. But those are our services here.
Thank you so much, Erin. As you can see, this center plays a critical role in the recovery process and the mental health in our community. So coming up, we have special remarks by Richard Harris, who is our regional manager. Richard also plays a critical role in crisis services. So come on up, Richard.
Thank you. You know, I love the name. I don't know who came up with it, the Lighthouse, but it's instrumental, and it's perfect, because the lighthouse, when you're in the ocean and it's foggy, and then you see that lighthouse, it's a beacon of hope. And so it is within our community. It serves as a beacon of hope. And so when someone is in the midst of a crisis and they feel like there's just totally, utterly no hope at all, this place, this facility offers caring, offers a place of safety, refuge, and it also offers treatment. So I just wanted to say thank you for this idea. Thank you for establishing it, and for all of our community partners, law enforcement, SOVA, MASHRS. Thank you so very much. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. And a special thank you to the pre-screeners and to management and to the pre-screeners, because getting that phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning and getting up and coming out, we get up and we do that time and time again. So a special thanks to you, and also to the families of the pre-screeners. We wake them up too. But the most of all, I want to thank you. Thanks to the individuals that we provide services for. That's the reason that we are here. And taking that first step, which sometimes is almost very, very difficult and most challenging, that is the right step. And I want to thank everybody once again for establishing this beacon of hope here within our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Richard, for those heartfelt words. So we will be opening the floor up to any government officials who may want to speak or share a word. Ms. Lawson, hello.
I'm the stand-in for the mayor today. LC could not join us. He is a school resource officer and he's with kiddos. So on behalf of the city, we just want to express appreciation to Piedmont Community Services for everything that they do to help our citizens. This is an absolutely wonderful opportunity for our citizens to receive very much needed care without having to go into the hospital or to be shipped off someplace else. So on behalf of the city, we want to thank you and all the other community partners, and we look forward to the phase 2.
Good afternoon. I'm Jim Adams, Chairman of the Henry County Board of Supervisors, and on behalf of the Henry County Board of Supervisors, the staff and employees of Henry County, I'd like to begin by thanking all of the staff of Piedmont Community Services, SOVA Health, and our local law enforcement agencies for their leadership in this project. A crisis intervention receiving center has long been a need in our community. Because of this partnership, we will now be able to provide that essential support to individuals in our community who are struggling with anxiety, depression, and addiction. Many of us know the toll that drugs like opioids have had on our community. They've strained our emergency and medical resources, harmed our families, and spread a sense of hopelessness and despair among our residents. If we want to address these issues, it is vital those in public, private, and nonprofit sectors come together to implement common sense solutions. The Lighthouse is an example of this type of common sense solution that is made possible through this type of cooperation. Henry County, along with other localities across the nation, are beginning to receive funds from settlement with the drug manufacturers who are responsible for the overprescription of opioids in our communities. While it is up to the localities on how to spend those funds, I'll be the first to say that we do not have the background in mental health and substance abuse to make those decisions on our own. For that, we depend on the expertise of many of the individuals here with us today. Projects like the Lighthouse are what we will be looking for. It is an evidence-based, innovative, and built on a shared mission of providing compassionate care and connecting individuals to the long-term resources that they will need to begin their recovery. I'm confident that the Lighthouse will create a safe and welcoming environment for individuals in our community dealing with a crisis. Those individuals will be assessed and receive immediate support without the stigma often associated with mental health issues. To Mr. Preston and your staff, I'd like to thank you for working behind the scenes to bring this vital resource to our community. To SOVA Health and our local law enforcement agencies, thank you for the logical support that you provide to successfully operate this facility. And to the many professionals in our community who have dedicated yourselves to helping individuals in their time of crisis, thank you for making Martinsville and Henry County a better place. We will continue to support the work you do, and I look forward to furthering our partnership in the future.
Thank you so much to Kathy Lawson and to Jim Adams for the warm welcome for the new center and for the continuous support from both localities and all of our localities who are involved on the project. If we don't have anyone else who would like to speak, we'll call our executive director back up so he can give special recognition to the guests that we have here.
Again, thank you to everyone. This is one of the most difficult duties you can do is to recognize. So I ask everybody to raise their right hand and wave at me. You all are special. All right. So if I miss anyone, please charge it to my head, not to my heart. All right. So again, welcome to the Lighthouse. Again, to Ms. Lawson and Mr. Adams, thank you for your remarks. To our law enforcement partners, Martinsville City, Henry County, Patrick County, Franklin County, Rocky Mount, and also the Martinsville City Sheriff's Office. Thank you for being a great partner. For our local government, Martinsville City, Henry County, Patrick County, Franklin County, and for those individuals that I work on a daily basis with and sort of worry them to death, Ms. Aretha Benavidez, Mr. Dale Wagner, Ms. Beth Sims in Patrick County, and Mr. Chris Whitlow in Franklin County. To SOVA Health, Ms. Tori Shepard, and also to Corellia, Mr. Paul Klein. To the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services, thank you. To DMAS, thank you. To Southern Virginia Mental Health, I did see my counterpart. Thank you for being here. For our legislators, Mr. Delegate Phillips. I'm not sure if Denise is here. Welcome. You want to make any remarks? You good? Thank you for being here. Senator Stanley, Delegate Ren Williams, Delegate Will Davis. All of our media partners, thank you for all that you do for us. The Department of Social Services as well as the Department of Health, thank you. To all of our private provider partners and community partners, we appreciate our partnership. To Patrick and Henry Community College, to the new college, to the Harvest Foundation, to the Chamber, Ms. Thomas, thank you for the partnership. To the Lester Group, Mr. Farmer, we appreciate all that you've done for us with this project. To definitely the individuals and families we serve, thank you for your trust and allowing us to provide services. And then lastly, and really special to me, is to our Piedmont family. Thank you, Piedmont, for all that you continue to do, how you provide humble services every day. Just wanted to the clinical division, to the ES program, fantastic. To our maintenance folks, thank you. To Mr. Kippy Castle, thank you for your leadership. To our HR department. To Chris for the mural, thank you. To Shanta, we wanted to say a special thank you. Shanta definitely works behind the scenes, has been great for our company. Shanta also designed the Lighthouse symbol. So when you take a look at that, that's all from her. So thank you. We appreciate it. I want to make sure I didn't forget anyone. Definitely to our board of directors, I work for them. So thank you to our board of directors. And most importantly, to the peers that serve Piedmont Community Services, all of our peers, we truly appreciate you. So again, welcome to the Lighthouse. Here you go.
I just want to add a thank you to our local and regional media who have been super excellent in corresponding with me. Anytime I reach out about events that Piedmont is having, you all show up, so I appreciate you. And with that said, we will go ahead and proceed with the ribbon cutting. We can have the chamber come up, and Erin is going to be leading the cut. Yeah, definitely. I think Erin wants to have her team come up to be a part of the ribbon cutting. So everyone in emergency services. And following the ribbon cutting, we will be going inside, and there's light refreshments inside, and then we'll have a small tour of the facility as well. And thank you all again for coming out.
Big deal today, huh?
Yes, sir. Really excited to be able to bring this new service to the community. So definitely a step in the right direction for Piedmont and for the community.
Do you think from a mental health standpoint that we need to focus more on our mental health?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely continue to focus
on it. You know, we've given a good effort from the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services as well as from the Department of Medicaid. So we just need to continue with that trend. Yes, sir.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good
Bet.
seeing you, Travis.
All right. So got the Lighthouse. They're opening the door right now, and it's a crisis center, a new crisis center coming right here to Henry County. You know, a big day. A lot of big turnout today. As people are coming out, we'll take a quick peek inside. They got pamphlets and all kind of things that they're handing out. The Lighthouse grand opening right here. And I want to check out the murals real quick. How you doing?
You go right ahead.
Okay.
This will be the adult 23-hour center. The children's 23-hour center is in there, and Chris also did the mural in there.
Okay.
That is absolutely amazing.
Where are the murals? One.
This is the first one.
Right.
When you come in, it's the lighthouse design in the midst of crisis. There is light.
Right.
The second one is in the children's 23-hour. If you go through that door,
Okay.
you'll see it on the wall.
Is this a big day for you guys?
I am so excited. This has been a years-long endeavor.
Right.
We started out over at the hospital in one room, and we operated for 12 hours a day.
Right.
Now we are 24/7, providing many more services than we have in the past. In the past year, our staff has gone from about 12 people to 41.
What would a client look like? I mean, it says crisis center, but what kind of crisis?
If they are having psychosis symptoms, if they are suicidal, if they are having thoughts of homicidal ideation due to a mental illness, all of those mental health crisis situations that would make you want to end your life just because you're in so much pain.
Will there be somebody here all the time?
24/7.
Wow.
Yes, there's always someone here.
Got it. Wow.
Always.
Thank you.
Thank you.